When is the best time to work out? Before or after your shift? If you're a shift worker and you're training after your shift, you might be the reason why you can't sleep, can't lose weight, and feel like trash by Wednesday. I'm a first responder myself, specifically a firefighter EMT, and I tested both sides of this experiment for over a decade. So before you hit the gym tomorrow morning, make sure you watch this video. Let's do a quick poll. Half of you train before your shift, and the other half of you train after your shift. Now, both sides are going to argue that one is better than the other. Here's the truth. There is a clear winner for most shift workers, but there's also one scenario where the opposite is true. And I'm gonna walk you through both of them. Then I'm gonna tell you exactly what's worked for me. See, the goal isn't to be right about which one is better. The goal is actually to adapt. Let's get into it. Let's start with training after work, because the truth is, for a lot of you, this is the only window that exists to actually work out. So let's talk about the pros. You're already up, momentum is on your side, there's no second alarm, there's no guessing. You just roll from work right to the gym. You knock out your workout, then you head home. Some guys even actually says that this helps them sleep better because their body is worn down from the workout and they're able to get into a deeper sleep. So that's real. I'm not even gonna pretend it isn't. But let's talk about the con. And this is where it gets challenging for most night shift workers specifically. You just stayed awake for 12, 16, sometimes even 24 hours. Your cortisol is already pinned. Now you're gonna tell me you're gonna spike it again with a heavy workout session? Your body's gonna read that as, we're not safe, do not sleep. Exercising after work keeps your heart rate elevated. Then you're gonna try to fall asleep at 9 a.m. with a nervous system that's shot, thinking it's prepping for a fight. That's how you end up tossing and turning for 2 hours, getting 4 hours of broken sleep, and then waking up feeling worse than you did when you first started. Then you compound that across a week of nights, and you're really not training, my friend. You're slowly destroying your recovery. Now, let's talk about the other side, pre-shift training. The pros. This is the one I've tested, I experimented both sides, but I actually prefer, especially for night shift workers if you ask me. You wake up, let's say it's about 5 or 6 p.m. for a 10 p.m. shift. You eat, you train, you shower, you walk into work feeling prime, fed, your blood is flowing, your mind is sharp, and your cortisol spike from the workout, it happens when it's supposed to, before a high output activity, before your shift. So that means your sleep is protected on the other end, because by the time you come off of work at 7 a.m. or whatever time that is, you've already been awake for 14 hours and your body is beginning to shut down. Now let's talk about the cons. This isn't free. You're cutting into your pre-shift wind down time. You need to wake up a little bit earlier, which can be challenging for the first 2 weeks. And if you're someone who needs a slow ramp into the day, this can feel like getting punched in the face by your own schedule. But again, your body will get used to it. For the first 2 weeks, there's a little tax you gotta pay. After that, this is the most sustainable version for night shift workers. So here's my call. If you work nights, and you have the option to train before your shift. You wake up, you eat, you train, then head to work. Your sleep recovery will be measurably better within 14 days. Your training output, you're gonna notice it's gonna go up. Your weight will start to move in the right direction because your sleep is finally starting to repair itself instead of fighting your own body. And really, the research and the science backs it. I came across this Reddit thread I read from first responders, nurses, EMS workers, and night security. And they also agree with working out before your shift if possible. And really, me doing this over a decade backs it as well. Here's the part nobody wants to hear. The best time to work out is the one you're actually gonna do 3 to 4 times a week, period. If your only option is working out after shift because the gym closes early, because the kids are awake, or because of life, well, train after work. A done workout at the wrong time beats a planned workout at the right time every single day of the week. So the protocol is optimize when you can, adapt when you can't, but never miss twice. Now here are the exceptions. There are 3 exceptions where I would flip on my own advice. 1, you're a day shift worker. None of this applies to you in the same way. Train whenever you want, whenever your schedule allows. In fact, why are you even watching this video if you're a day shift worker? Why are you even here? Just kidding. Number 2, you work rotating shifts, 3 days, 3 nights, 3 off, whatever it may be. In that case, anchor your workouts to your days off, plus 1 fixed window during your own work block. Don't try to optimize overly much, just make sure you're consistent. Number 3, you have insomnia after work no matter what. Some guys genuinely cannot shut down after working nights. For those guys, post-shift training as a sleep aid may be the answer for you. Just test it, track it, and do what works for you. So you're not optimizing to be Mr. Olympia or to be on a magazine cover, but you are optimizing for a 25-year career where your body still works at the end of it. For a wife who still recognizes the guy she married, you don't want to become a bariatric patient. For kids, who gets a dad who has vigor, who has energy, who has a heart rate that can recover from playing in the backyard with them. So before shift, after shift, it matters, but what matters more is that you show up 3 to 4 times a week for the next decade, and that's the whole game. So pick the window you can defend, then defend it like your job depends on it, because eventually it will. So if you're on the fence, try working out before your shift for the next 14 days. Track your sleep, track your energy, let the data tell you. Comment below what your shift pattern is and which camp that you're in. Do you work out before or after your shift? Subscribe, and I try to drop at least 1 to 2 videos every single week, built for shift worker, by a shift worker, first responder himself. Let's get after it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.